So, before I release that pressure, you need to subscribe. Let go. You need to hit that bell. Ding, 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 ding. That's that notification bell. So every time you do not miss Move Nations, okay? I'm in the building. I am on cover. And right now, you need to get ready to subscribe, share, do you, and meet me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm giving half to everything to watch real. That's something else. All right, what's happening in the city tonight? Baby girls, baby boys, kings and queens on your thrones, all Miss Moon Nation slave viewers, to all of my throne or throners, welcome. Now. We are here this evening, I'm just going to flat out go ahead and say it, to discuss this ordeal about Miss Portia and the events of her being engaged to one of her friend's ex-husbands, Mr. Simon. And his ex-wife which is supposedly Miss Portia's friend, is Miss Fallon. Now, if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, then you know that is where Miss Portia comes in at, and on one episode, she introduced and brought Miss Fallon, and Miss Fallon came and brought 3 of them to her home to welcome them, and her husband was also there. Okay. Now, I will say this. You do know, if you are a new slave viewer, or if you are a new subscriber, this is what I want to say, and I call my subscribers Throners. This goes back to the first video that I ever did called Standard Sis. What I do is I read rights to any situation or any American that comes across the publicity. I'm talking about paparazzi and cameras has taken, some tabloids is popping. Do you understand me? And the reason being is because you're either there to defend yourself, or you're there because you have just done the absurdness, okay? And that's what this is. So therefore, just like I did on Standard Sis, y'all 6ix9ine trolling, the Honey Boo Boo and Mama June, I've done Will Smith, I've done the episode for Father's Day on the dad. Listen, go back to any of those videos and check it out. I am going to come, because what I've always said is, for 1 second, just 1 second, one of my slave viewers or one of my throners could be watching this or scrolling through this bull crap, and some people can get things misconstrued, and some people can really believe what these tabloids or what the reality TV is telling us. Miss Moon Nations is here just to let you know, simple minds, hey, we're not simple-minded here. We think outside the box, okay? And we think reality, and we face reality for what reality is. And that is where my topic comes in at, is a woman's disgrace, okay? Now, I have watched Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, I have. And, just by me seeing Portia on the show and things like that, never in the history would I had ever thought this would be one of her linings. You probably could imagine a couple more to be one of, her linings, but not nothing as absurd as this is. Okay? Now, there are truths and there are facts. And it's fictional. Okay? Now, the fact is, no woman is supposed to be sleeping or dating or creeping with their friends, whether they're a friend or an ex-friend, husband or man. It's a most definitely fact and reality. You do not do that. Now, we all do know that reality TV is supposed to be reality. You would think they would show us reality. They show us what they want to, but behind closed doors and behind cameras, when those cameras aren't rolling, things are as real as they was before the cameras start rolling. That's just reality about that, okay? Sometimes they'll show you what they want to, sometimes they'll show you what they need to, and sometimes they'll just expose it. You get a mixture of that. And it's really dependent on the TV show or whatever type of reality that you are watching. Now, what buzzed me was, and what, honestly, I felt like was another disgrace. And I'm going to have it if you do want me to come with that, because I recently just found this out. Yes, listen, I'm not into all reality. I don't watch reality all the time and do all of that. Especially, in my 2 years with Miss Moon Nations, some things get set to the side, where I might have had those relaxed times. This is more urgent now. Don't get me wrong, okay? I just recently found out about the Rashida and Kurt ordeal, okay? So if you want me to come with one on that, drop it in the comments and let me know if you want me to come with a video on that one. Now, I recently just found out about that, and the thing about it is they lied about the baby. They lied about Miss Jasmine even being Kurt's the father of the baby and all of that. Now, this is where it went wrong, and I should have came with a skirt. So I'm gonna come with that skirt, because this is where it went totally wrong for Miss Moon Nations. To sit there on national TV where there are going to be so many peoples, from simple-minded Americans to those that think outside the box, to those that are just neutral. Okay, you have so many Americans that looked at that. They literally base their opinions towards that woman. They literally base their opinions towards Kurt, and they literally base their opinions towards that Jasmine. And sympathy for the baby ain't even a doubt. Why would you fictionalize that just to have a headline? Why would you headline something that got that deep and that serious along with Americans? You had people that was riding for Rashida. You had people that was on Kurt. You had people that really didn't know, they was really skeptical about it. You had different people just downing that girl, especially on national TV, to be an embarrassment for people not to know. Heck, I just found out, and I think this has been occurred, okay? So the deal about it is, there is millions of people all around this world, and that is why I try to come with this, because there are some things that people don't know, or they don't get to find out in time, that they need to know. So for me to actually sit here and say, did Portia really double dip her friend and go back and eat the ice cream to her husband? It's reality. I guess we'll see the headlines on that. But what I can sit up here and say is, any woman in reality, because this does happen in reality, it happens every day. It's happening now as we speak, okay? Somebody that's watching Miss Moon Nations might be in this situation. Do you understand me? It happens. You have women all across the world, whether they're friends, ex-friends, best friends to these women, that are sleeping with their men, have slept with the men, either have not told them or have boldly told them. And it is ridiculous. That is a disgrace to women, because all women are not like that. You do not betray the hand of the right hand woman in your life, one of them at that, to go that low. It's too many men out there. It's too many other things out there. You do not do that. Then to go on national TV, like Miss Portia did, some people go in reality. They go to wherever that person is. They'll screenshot it. They'll blast it on Facebook, on any media site that they can get to. And it's damaging. And it's just ridiculous to think that they would do that, but they do. You have women that have been doing it for 10 to 5 years and still haven't let their friend know. They're still creeping. They were sleeping with them while they were in the dating stage. Now that they're married, it's still. And it's not just best friends. You have cousins. First cousins, second cousins. You have cousins that will sit there and do the same thing to their cousin. It is reality. This ain't just no flunk. So don't sit there and criticize her just because you're a friend that know of a friend that's doing that to a friend, or you're a friend that's doing it to a friend. Please don't criticize. Please don't. Just because you're a cousin and you're doing it to you can't do that. It all fits in the same boat. You're sneaking, you're creeping with a man that is not yours. Simon, it goes with the men. You double dipping, hupping, and cuddling something that was not yours and not meant to be yours. Now, you had so many people just like on the Will and you know that's why I came with that episode, because Will and Jada actually didn't have to come in front of America, but they did. They came in front of America and they talked and they put it out there, and you still had Americans criticizing them. And God be little if they wives and husbands were still sleeping in the same bed, but they sat there and criticized and commented on theirs. That is the same thing that's happening with the Portia situation. You have so many women out there, from the bold to the ratchet to the hatchet to the no knowing to the knowing, that's sitting out there criticizing this woman. But you know of a woman, if you're not that woman, that is doing the same thing. Because when you fix your mouth to criticize a woman instead of helping other women understand that this is not right, pressure. You ain't feeling Miss Moon Nations right now, but you better. All women out there that's mothers, please teach your daughters. Get on this train of prepping your girls. Not just for life, men, and money, and sex and drugs, but for common sense, morals, respect, and priorities that they're going to need. The things that they're going to need in life. Need, not want. Because that's what messed us up. Going out there getting the first thing we want instead of what we really needed. May I look a little stiff today? It's okay. Miss Moon Nations has been in sessions all day, and now I have jumped into the first recording. I also have to be on the Facebook Live tonight. You guys, please join me if you can. The Facebook name, Black Cover Pressure. You guys, join Miss Moon Nations. You will see my picture, okay? Some of you guys follow me. I do salute and thank and appreciate each of my Slay viewers, or if you're a Throner that coasts with me as well on the Facebook. Getting back into this, you guys, it's not right. If your mother didn't told you, if your father, whoever didn't told you, if you sit down and had a conversation with your friends and your cousins and you think this is okay, it is not okay in no way, form, or fashion. If you were once friends with a young lady, and I'm talking about friends to where this woman that brought you to her house, y'all had get-together dinners and meetings and all that groupie stuff, then you do not. If you're going to share a man like that, then I'm sure they would have had an arrangement. And if they did have an arrangement to where they got together and played like that, then somebody took it outside that arrangement and went a little deep. Especially when they divorced. But you do not do that. It is not right. If you're friends with a woman, if you were, past tense, now you're not, you still don't do it. Don't play with her mates. Go and get some new mates. You don't do that. Now, is there different situations? Different. Some women might not know. There are women that don't know, and they'll go to their friend. They'll let the friend know. You have some friends that, they just go. Hey, listen to your friends. Friends go far. Friends go through things. And if they honestly did not know, because a man can be seductive just like a woman can be seductive. And if that man seduced the woman or the woman seduced the man, because it can go both ways, then you need to be understanding, especially if they come to you right then and there and let you know this was a mistake. I really did not know. Because you have some friends that have not brought their man yet. Especially in the beginning of stages, you have some ladies. And this is true story too. You have had some ladies that have not brought their friends around the men. They don't know them, but you have some men that know that that's their friends. And they'll go behind their friends' back. And before you know it, that's how things have happened too. Like I say, different situations for different reality. But if someone have the nerve and the respect to come to you and tell you about it right then and there, please work it out with your friend. Don't dish your friend for the man, because you don't know if the man knew. If it's vice versa, don't ditch your friend. Don't ditch your friend for the woman, because come on, man, the woman might not have known. Sometimes situations like that, this is reality. Things happen. That is a fact. on purpose and done maliciously is a whole nother different subject. Please start knowing the difference. For any woman out there that is still sleeping or have slept with their friend's husband or man, and you have not told them, I need for you to get yourself together. Get your morals, get your respect, and get your common sense into a total, complete line of levels where they need to be on. You need to first ask God to forgive you, then find forgiveness for yourself, your body, and do better with yourself and with your body. That is not cute. Any woman that hop from man to man like that through their friends, they go through their friends' mans, they go through their mom's mans, they go through their sister's mans, they go through their cousin's mans, they go through the streets mans. It's community mans. It don't matter. It is not cute. It never have been. That is the saying that's known now, and it's for you're for the streets. You always been for the streets, and you will always be for the streets if you don't get yourself together. It's not cute to be a messy girl out there doing that. It's not cute to even be out there sleeping with multiple men. Get a man. That is for you. That's why some need to wait on God. What Portia is doing, if she is doing this, and it's not for any headlining, because publicity she getting, honey. You ain't got to worry about that, but this is just the wrong publicity. And see, that's what they don't understand. Some publicity is good publicity, but some publicity is totally wrong publicity, baby. You don't want to be sending that light. You don't want your kids to Google that and then be able to know that later in life. If Portia is doing that, Portia is wrong, and Portia needs to come together with Portia and herself and know that nothing will ever come good from it. And if she thinks she gonna have a good toasted, roasted time with this woman's ex-husband, man, then she's in a fairy tale. She ain't in the make-believe, because if she was in the make-believe, she would have never stepped to that belief. Do you understand me? If this is not fictional, she is absolutely dead wrong. Anyone that is friends with her and knew what she was doing is absolutely dead wrong for allowing their friend to keep doing that. And that's another thing. Friends are friends, and you know what your friend is doing. Stop laughing, talking, and thinking it's funny with her, and tell her the God-awful truth, okay? Because she needs to hear it. She needs to snap about that phase she in. She in the fairy tale, honey. She needs to come to the make-believe. In the make-believe world, you don't walk around like that. We don't do things like that. Pressure! You don't sit there and be a friend of a foe. Sit there and be a friend that knows. Ladies, baby girls that becoming into ladies, you have got to start knowing your worth, knowing who you are, following, having those morals, those priorities, the number one thing that you're going to need in this world. Not only to live, but to carry you on and on. Better days and better life when you start living right. It's Miss Moon Nations. I was in the building. I brought that pressure to women in disgrace. Women in total disgrace. But it's okay. That's what I'm here. I'm here to get all simple minds about that skirt. Hop into reality. Think outside the box. And let's do better. Okay? You guys join me tonight on that Facebook Live. Black cover pressure. It's Miss Moon Nations. I will